I did not see and review the Odyssey last week, and it was nobody's fault but my own. I bought tickets in a normal theater like a normal person, changed my mind at the last minute, got my tickets refunded, and then rebooked them for last Sunday in a proper IMAX theater where I wouldn't be sitting up at the screen doing the William Dafoe meme, so I could get the optimal viewing experience. And I saw Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, and this movie is fantastic. I do have some minor qualms with it, nothing that even comes close to derailing the whole thing, but this movie otherwise is a masterpiece and I love it. Let's talk about The Odyssey. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Before we get started, click on the red subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you know whenever I post a new piece of content, a new review, every Saturday at 12 p.m. You can follow me on Rumble, you can follow me on X, you can follow me on Instagram. I post these reviews simultaneously, again, every Saturday at 12 o'clock p.m. So let's talk about The Odyssey. Let me get some of the stuff that I didn't like out of the way, and then I will heap overwhelming praise on the film. There has been a lot of discussion about, is this movie woke? The term does mean something if you know what to look for. The answer is to a certain extent, yes. There are strange casting choices. You are required to have a certain number of people of varying races in your movie to get nominated for Best Picture and get Academy Award nominations, which is as dumb and stupid and outright racist as it sounds. So he did choose to cast some people in some roles that it doesn't seem like they really fit into, especially for a movie that takes place in ancient Greece. And all the actors speak with American accents. Their native, British or German or French or whatever accents are gone. And for a guy who really hits hard on authenticity and bringing things to life in the most honest and real and raw way possible, it's definitely a choice that he made. Whether that's good or bad is up to you. I don't think it does any damage to this movie whatsoever. If it's something you want to make qualms about, that's up to you. I don't really care. I think this movie is tremendous. The other thing is this movie is very long. It just is. This is a 3-hour movie. It occasionally feels like a 3-hour movie. I don't know if I was just tired. I can't wait to watch it again. I don't know if it will feel as long the next time I see it, but it's definitely a 3-hour movie experience, and it often feels that way. That doesn't mean the movie is slow or poorly paced. It just fits in a ton of content. Homer's Odyssey is a classic piece of literature. It's older than Jesus Christ, and it's something that's kind of hard to put on the screen and really get done the right way. So I was a little bit surprised to hear Christopher Nolan was going to direct it, because he does so much to capture everything that you see in the camera frame, that mythological creatures and giants and this Hydra beast, this huge whirlpool that swallows up ships, a friggin' Cyclops that's huge and 20 feet tall. And he does all of these things. And it's incredible. And he uses camera tricks and big actors next to very small actors. And he really nails it. And you can tell that these movies are filmed in a place, not on a set. And whether it's the sacking of Troy or all of these various times they're out on the water, you can tell that this cast and crew put themselves through hell to get the movie to look the way that it does. And ultimately, it's a huge W for this movie. This movie looks and sounds and feels fantastic. Just the sound effect from the Cyclops, Cyclops' screams and yells are completely haunting and terrifying, and it's amazing. The performances here are also top notch. We've already got a great meme of Robert Pattinson, which I will not spoil. I'm sure you've seen it at this point. And of course, when the movie comes out on digital, we'll have the HD version of that wonderful meme. And then it will all the memes will pile up again. It's going to be great as we revisit that sequence. And Hathaway as Penelope, tremendous. Matt Damon is great. Matt Damon is great in the role. It is a little bit weird that it's Matt Damon playing Odysseus in the Odyssey. It's weird that Anne Hathaway is playing Penelope, but they nail their roles. They're both great actors, both great performers, and they're tremendous. John Leguizamo is great. I think the real revelation here, which surprised me the most, was Tom Holland. I feel like this, and he's actually said that this is like his first kind of grown-up movie, and I think that's right. He really brings his A game here, and I was absolutely floored at how good he was in this. This is a great movie, man. I just don't have enough good things to say about it. I might get some flack for that. I don't care. I think this movie is great. If there is one more critique I have of the film, it's that you have to see it in IMAX, and I don't know what this movie is going to look like on my TV at home. I assume it's going to look worse because my TV is not the size of it's not that same aspect ratio as an IMAX theater. So I don't know what it's going to look like. It's not going to look as good, but it will sound great. What you do see will be amazing. Man, this movie's so good. Oh, and the absolute aura farming from Benny Safdie as Agamemnon. I'm actually kind of annoyed because I was sitting in the theater and the word aura farming kept popping into my head every single time I saw him. Two moments in particular, and you will know them when you see them. And I was just like, man, he is just aura farming and eating up the scene, like eating up these scenes just by standing there. He looks awesome in this badass armor. And then as soon as I left the theater and got on my phone, there were like 15 memes about him aura farming. And I was like, dude, I was gonna make a meme about him aura farming, but you guys beat me to it. You're right. He totally does that in this movie. It's great. Movie's awesome. I did just remember I have one last little criticism, and that is that they did change Odysseus's kind of purpose, and they added in a little bit of like extra spicy backstory that I understand what they're trying to do. It's trying to make this movie a little bit more modern and bring in like the empathy spiel, and it doesn't derail the movie, but it's there, it's noticeable. It is different from the original text and all the adaptations that have come before. So that is a part of the movie. I don't want to spoil it. It doesn't knock anything off the rails, but it is a significant change to that. Oh, and they got in the horse. Like, they got a bunch of dudes in this wooden horse. At one point, Christopher Nolan was in the horse with them, and he's just the man. Christopher Nolan's the best. If I had to rate this movie as far as like where does it sit in Christopher Nolan films, I think this might be his best movie. I will always have a place in my heart for Interstellar. I think that might be my favorite Christopher Nolan movie, but I think this is a superior film. And I wish more filmmakers would do what Nolan does, which is get everything as it should be in real life. So, and get rid of this CG crap. This movie is great, and it's going to make an absolute killing at the box office as a result. And I think it is wonderful. Thank you for watching the review. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you next Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern.